Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue with our Node REST API. Okay, today we are going to create our server to be started. The first thing we are going to create server and connecting to postgres database. Okay, first let's go to our project. Okay, now we are cd to our project desktop. Okay, project mini bank. Okay, bank server. Okay, sorry. Here our project. Okay, I always create this command. Now we open with our favorite editor. With my editor is VS Code. You can use whatever would you like. Okay, let's enter. Here our project. The last episode we have been to create this command and had been to install all package we wanted to use in this project. And today we are going to create server. Okay, now we run. Now we try to first run our server before, because we have been to create as all script, development script. Okay, sorry, this extension is so. Okay, now we try to run our project. Okay, the first we are going to create our server. Now we go to index.ts. Then I'm going to import express server. And now we are create our first server. Run this. Okay, now we start this server. Our server must be async function, but if our database there can be a way to connect this. Okay. Okay, we are put our application to. Okay, now we const application is equal to express. Now let's our application to listen to the port we are going to run this. App listen. Okay. Listen to first we need to be initialize use server port before. Okay, and we are going to use ports or ports proceed dot env dot ports. Now we generate for 4,000 before. And our application must be outside of study server. Now before pause. Okay, so yes, could be in express server. Now we can listen. Okay, we can listen to the pause we have been initiated. Now we have to call back function or console log. And we are uses server starts this as http / localhost and we are not using single quote, we are using this because we are going to put our constant port inside this outpost. Okay, localhost. Now we start the server. Now we run server. Okay, our server must be started. Now let's see our command. Let's check. Okay, here server is, we are running our server. So the next step we are going to create server, create a project server. Step 1. The next step we are going to create database connection. So we are using typeorm. So we must be import the typeorm. So I use the typeorm. Okay. So now we can import, create connection from typeorm. Here we are. Okay. Okay. The first we must try to check is before. Okay, we use the try cat to check this whatever we can connect or cannot connect. If we can connect, we can throw error, new error before initialize. Okay, so we can if we cannot connect, we use throw error enable to connecting to database. Use this connection to the database, or say postgres database. Okay, now we create connection. Let's await. Now if we are using async, we can await for connection. We are await for create connection. Now our suite, we are using postgres. We are go to, let's open our postgres database. Where our database. In VS Code, we can use it for database client with database client to connect to other database, but I use it the pgadmin to connect this. So let's wait it to I tried it. Okay, now we try. We use a type. You can select with database wherever you can connect this. Okay, this our database. I try. Okay, I using my password. I use my postgres database password. Okay. This is my localhost database. Okay, now I create a database for the first I create. Okay, I create the new one, new database. Create the new database. Name this mini bank. Okay, let's save it. Security advanced. No, we don't set anything. Is we set all default from database. If you have your own user, you can select your user where you can select it, your name and your username here. But I'm using Postgres default. I'm using this. Okay, let's save it. Now we have database mini bank. So we go to, now we go to here. Here we are. I just try. I just have select type of database. They have Cordova, Explore, MariaDB, MongoDB, Microsoft SQL, or MySQL, Oracle. Also, every database typeorm can connect. Now I'm using Postgres. I'm just selecting this Postgres one. The host I using host localhost. I need. Okay. I use localhost. If you are remote from the server, you can tie your IP address to this. Okay. The port number also is 35432. username. Our username also be default. I'm using postgres, don't worry. And password, my default password is root. My default password is root. And database, mini bank. We want to set all this to environment.env file, but the next step we are try to connect it. Now we have to be synchronize our database is always automatic generation to our when we are update anything in model is the main function is will be run synchronize, so it's always update when you have been to when your entity have been to update this. So entity you can create entity. Now we have to select entity here, but I'm create the folder called entity. This will be database model. I'm creating database model here, but I'm call this directory to inside my entity. So I use the dir name and plus, and the function I have created, I use this and a entity and select. I use the extension file. Extension file must be .js or .ts. .ts is mean you can if you can create ts, for example user.ts is must be convert to user.js. Then we can compile these two files, but different extension. So I will console log where what I can connect this now. Console log. Okay, connect it to postgres database. Okay, now we save and check our command. Okay, here we are. We have been to connect to our database. So we are now we bring this file to our environment file. So we are creating .env file. The first we are going to install the package called .env. Now I open my command line, my terminal. Okay, I open my terminal. Now it's using yarn to s dot env dash d because we are using in development server. Okay, now we are create our root env file. Okay, our port must be 4000. database we use the database. Okay, I will put this, I will split it and I can see. Okay, I using my host. Okay, I using database username user. I will use this roots and database database password. No, sorry, this must be postgres, sorry, and database must be rooted, and we are call this from .env file. Proceed. Proceed.env dot database user. Now we copy and paste this and this, and we use this. If we change anything in outside, it could be error to connection database. Okay, let's try to compile it. If we use the incorrect one, now we can connection error. So let's see. Now we connect to our database, so password must be string. Okay, now we use database password. So let's check again. Must be string. Okay. If we are in every production mode, we must use it, but I'm in local mode. I'm using the like this. Let's see whatever I can do in environment. It still crash. Okay, I put it the string one. Okay, postgres. postgres and database also. Now we know whatever we can change it, our server it can be error. Now we have connect to our database. So we are first we are going to create the customer model. Okay, customer model, customer.ts. The first we have we are going to import typeorm and we must create cards. Okay, and I'm going to create export card, export cards, customer. Okay, we are using the extended base entity. Okay, this base entity must be automatic or auto import from typeorm. So we are entered it. It came automatic. So I put this and create the first. I'm using the first we are going to create using ID. ID must be number. Okay, but we are using this, but the model didn't know it doesn't know what we are mean, so we are using the generating column. No, primary generate. Okay, we use generate primary generate this column. So we can create it for number. For the client we have to be first name be string. This must be column. Yes. Try is try we don't get any type, but we will still do it. First name and last name string, and also column. Sorry. Okay. Now we using we are create the user authentication. User can log in with this number, with this client username. So we use username string as column where we are try okay unique no we are try string, but I don't use a try, but I'm use a unique because I don't want this to be the same everyone or the same username. I am using unique to be true, and the other one I want this is email also unique. I use unique also unique email also unique. The last thing is could be I using for the password. I use password. I don't want to get for the unique. They can use it what they want. Uppercase, lowercase number, or serial number, or symbol. They can use it with the password, but they must remember. Okay, now it should be address. Sorry, address. I'm using address must be address one. I use a string. No, I just be address the only one address. City also string. City and province or state. I using province or state also string. Postgres. I have postgres could be number. The type I use column type. Whatever you want this. I use column type. I use type is be. I use a simple. We have simple and a simple enum, simple. I use a simple JSON for this. Okay, for the it's family member. This I use. This is I use it for the string. I use it for array string. Okay, I use this is column. This column I use it for types. Could be this is a simple array. Okay, simple only can add many user, many family name, many family member into it. For more information, I use for this information also. Hairstyle, hair color, hair color, string, hair color will be string s. Okay, s number, and also I use this simple JSON, and this about using create as I use date, and the column I use a create date column. For the column I use a create date. No, sorry. Create this. Okay, here we are. And update as update this as also date, and I'm using update this column. Okay, now we save our data. We try to check our database. Okay. Okay, now we try to check our database, what we can have. I think we can have our first table here. So sorry. Mini bank. I think I'm not exported. Okay, because he don't know. He doesn't know. We must use an entity because we don't have entity. Okay, I use this. Now we create customer. Now we save it. I hope it's going to be created for us. Okay, refresh our database. Table, the first table. Now we have our customer table here. So we don't have any data. So we just try to create empty table to check the column the column we created. So it's so slowly, sorry. Now we have ID, username, email, password, first name, last name, information, address, family member, credit. Now we have all the column. We have our model. So this video could be part for this video. I'm going to create other banker table and transaction table the next episode. So this episode I'm going to stop it. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Thank you for joining us. See you the next episode.